A very good evening. My name is Nur Hafizah binti Ahmad, and together with me is Farha binti Muhammad Noor from the EC6D. And right now we are doing a socialization interview assignment regarding the topic of work ethic. And we would like to say thank you for your participation and agreed for this interview. Would you like to introduce your name, your age, and also your current career?
Hi, my name is Mina Roshini. I'm 30 years old and I'm working in Pantai Hospital Ampang as a senior pharmacy assistant.
Thank you. First of all, let me brief a little about this session. So there will be 14 questions we will ask you about work ethic. However, we are going to do some direct questions also based on your answer. Do you have any question before we start the session?
So far, no.
Okay. Okay, then let us start the interview.
Okay. Our first question is that longer waiting times were the primary cause of patients becoming abusive. A study recorded 33% of 545 survey respondents who said they had received abuse. It was primarily down to patients having to wait longer to be seen by a member of staff in the pharmacy. Have you has this been happened to you before?
Yeah, this is a common thing usually we go through.
Could you elaborate more about the incident? Like, tell me one of the incident.
Okay, actually the patients will be standing in front of the pharmacy. They're telling us that I'm waiting here for a long time, like 1 hour or 2 hours. But actually, at the pharmacy side, we just only receive their prescription. See, so when we find out, it's actually the patient will be waiting from the. She calculated the time from waiting time from the seeing doctor until they reach the pharmacy. So they say pharmacy is the one.
Okay.
So that's how they with in front of the pharmacy. Because another thing is the nurses they will say, okay, you can go and collect your medication from the pharmacy. Actually, before that, they should do their payment first. Then only they should come and collect their medications. So their mindset, they will think that okay, pharmacy is the one delaying. Pharmacy is late, so they start scolding us and they start to abuse the words.
So whenever that happened, what will you do in the situation?
We will just say sorry, madam, and then we'll explain to them why it's late, and then we'll explain that we just only received their prescription, and then they have to wait to pay. Then only they have to collect the medication. So we'll calm down them like that, that way lah.
Okay. The next question, number 2. So there this call of Malaysian government reduce the working hours from 48 hours to 40 hours to allow employees to achieve better work and life balance. But however, the employers have turned blind eyes on this issue. Have you and your colleagues ever talked about this work-life balance before?
Yeah, we have talked about this before because in our pharmacy here last time, the first time when I entered this work, we were working only office hours, and there'll be only one on-call staff to cover at night. If anything urgent, then they'll come in. So after around 1 or 2 years later, they changed to shift where we have to work 48 hours. That means 4 days we'll work 12 hours and 3 days off. So in 1 week, it's 48 hours.
What do you think of this
So
system?
as time goes sorry?
What do you think of this system? The new system after 1 to 2 years you've been working there.
Actually, it's quite tiring, but during the working hours, the 12 hours, it's very tiring. Especially in the morning shift, you'll feel very tired because it will be very busy. So after 1 or 2 years later, there's one news saying that staff shouldn't work shift for more than 48 hours like that. So they reduced like 1 week, 45 hours. So we still keep on extra 3 hours in a week. We carry forward as our off day. So in 4 weeks, then it will be 12 hours. So we will take one extra off day. That's how now we are doing now.
Moving on to question number 3.
Yeah.
For the third question, there is numerous studies have consistently demonstrated that characteristics of the physical office environment can have a significant effect on the behavior, perceptions, and also the productivity of employees. Do you think your working environment improves your performance?
Yeah, I think it helps me to improve my performance. Because when I came in as a fresh graduate here. And then how if you ask me, because the main thing is my boss, who is a very friendly person. And when I was a junior here, I was so a bit stressed. And anything, I was given space to share with my boss. So the
Oh,
environment there, it really helps me to stay and to work here, and to improve
uh,
myself.
okay. Is there any change you would like to? Is there anything that you would like to change for a better environment in your workplace?
What to change? I think in my workplace everything is okay because they are all very friendly, including our boss, with all our colleagues, they are all quite friendly. So I think this is much more easier to work. There's nothing to change, I think.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the fifth question. So, Laura Jones, who is a Master of Pharmacy at Azure Pharmacy in the United Kingdom, said, when there are colleagues that make work more difficult, you may notice that teamwork also become more difficult and the effectiveness of the team will suffer. Have you ever faced difficulties working with your colleagues?
Hold on. The line is not so clear. Okay. Can you
Would you
repeat?
like, I will repeat my question.
Hmm?
Laura Jones, a Master of Pharmacy at Azure Pharmacy in the United Kingdom, said, when there are colleagues that make work more difficult, you may notice that teamwork also becomes more difficult and the effectiveness of the team will suffer. Have you ever faced any difficulties working with your colleagues?
Mm. Um, any difficulties? As I said before, when I newly joined, that time I had some difficulties where some of my seniors they don't guide me properly, and then if I ask them anything, they'll ask me to go and find yourself. So that at that time, yes, I really feel difficult to work. Mm.
So then, how is the teamwork between you and your colleagues?
How?
How is the teamwork between you and your colleagues
Okay.
currently?
Well,
Yeah.
currently teamwork, yeah. Currently, you ask me in work during working time, yes, all of us are being very. We don't show face, we don't fight. During working times, we cooperate each other.
Mm.
We cooperate each other. So if we have any I'm I'm not satisfied with what we do or anything, we don't show during our working time. Um,
Okay,
that's
to the
fine.
next question. I'm sorry that my friend just skipped a question just now, the number four question. So,
Okay.
the number four question. So, according to
Okay.
Fresh Out in 2019, communication is
Hmm?
in the workplace is important in order to avoid confusion and build a positive company culture. She also stated that two-way communication is one of the solutions to improve communication between colleagues. How is your do you agree with this statement that the two-way communication improve your quality with your colleagues?
Mm, communication in pharmacy side is very important. We have to communicate to make our workflow smooth. Because if there's some problem, we have to communicate each other to solve the problem. And then if there's a problem in a prescription or any medication, we have to discuss. So that's very important. In pharmacy setting, it's very important. Um, so if you want me to, if you're asking me how to improve, is it?
No, I'm just asking if it's effective. But it's
Yes, it's
so the communication between you and your colleagues currently is good. Is it good?
yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay.
Very good.
Uh, yeah, yeah, it's good. Like what I said before, we communicate each other without any problem. If any problem, we don't show off. We discuss as a team and we will solve any problem together.
That's very good. That's very good. Thank you. Moving on to the next question, number six. Unsafe begets honesty. Do you agree with this statement that leaders are responsible for creating the culture that they want to see?
Mm, okay. Leaders, yes. in honesty. Okay. Honesty in leaders. Okay. Leaders are important. But then can you repeat your question, please?
Do you agree with this statement that leaders are responsible to create a work culture which they want to see?
Okay. Yeah, leaders are responsible also because if they don't trust us, we also can't work in a calm
Mm-hmm.
situation here because we are in a night shift and things. So the way we handle the medications and drugs, our leaders should trust us and leave us to work at this situation all because all the time our boss won't be around. So we are the one have to be honest, and if there's any problem also we have to inform our superior also. Mm,
Do you have any problem occurs before about honesty?
mm, Problems before. No, if any medication issues like for example any medication fell and broke or anything such issue, then we immediately inform our superior lah. At least by message or we call and inform them. Then they will ask us what to do. They guide us what to do. That's how we do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, for the seventh question, have you ever lied about your attendance to work? Yes or no?
So far, no.
Okay, because in Business News Daily, they claim that more than one third of workers say they have called in to work sick when they were feeling just fine. If so, why did you do that, and what benefits you get from it? If you ever lie about your attendance, why did you do that?
So far, I have didn't lie anything about my attendance because here we don't have the chance because we use our thumbprint and everything. And if you want to take any MC or anything, we need some black and white proof also. So on my side, I didn't lie to the boss before that.
Okay, so do you think whoever the workers who lied about their attendance will get any benefit from it?
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so sorry.
It's okay.
Would you like me to repeat?
Then, please repeat the question, please.
So my question is, if there is any worker who lied about their attendance, what do you think their benefit they will get from the line? From the line?
I'm not sure what they get from it. Maybe they're happy. I'm not so sure.
Okay, moving on to the next question. So proper grooming and a professional appearance are important to gain respect in the workplace. So how do you dress to work?
Formally, neat and
Formal
tidy.
attire.
Yeah.
Does your dress to work gain any respect from other people in your workplace?
So
Do you ever
far
feel-
on being respect because of our attire, is it? No, I just feel normal only. Nothing so special. But if our superior or someone wear like some like very modern or like that, then we feel like a bit shy or something. We feel a bit uncomfortable.
And do you agree with the statement that appearance is important to gain respect from other people, like the leaders or your colleagues or the patients? Do you agree with
Yeah.
that statement?
It's important. It's important. We need to be neat and tidy and clean because we are on the medical side, so we have to be neat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we've come to a few last questions. So question number 9. What is the most important value to have in your workplace?
Most important value is teamwork, and we have to give and take. and cooperate with each other.
Number 10, how did you handle a situation when you failed or made a mistake during work? Now, I believe that this question you have answered just now, which the one that you refer to your boss, to your senior colleagues about your difficulties happening to you. Could you tell us like one difficulties that you have ever faced before that you had to refer to your boss before?
On difficulties. When I was new here, like my seniors, they didn't teach me properly. Like one incident happened to me, like patient is just waiting in front. I just came in less than 1 month only. So my 1 or 2 months like that. So the patient's medication, one is very difficult type. So I don't know what is the function, how to give everything. When I asked my senior, she didn't give me a good response. So at that time I was alone because during after office hour, I and another senior only will be working. So I don't know how to handle. Then the next day I informed her. That what my senior did to me, I informed her. Even sometimes they like bully me, like, oh, if you do, I won't check. If there's any wrong, they won't check. They won't inform me. They won't tell me that I'm doing a wrong thing. That's what I gone through. Then I inform my superior. Then she will talk with my senior.
That's so horrible to hear. Does the senior still working there?
No, they are not working here anymore.
No.
Now I'm the
So, since you've been faced the difficulties, have you ever like give the same difficulties to your junior colleagues?
no.
No.
No. I make sure I will sit and teach them each and everything, like workflow. And then now the technology is very advanced. On our PC, if anything we don't know, we can immediately type in Google and we can search about the medication.
Mhm.
So if anything, I will say I don't know, go and find yourself. But I know it's easy to find. So, but if patient is waiting, then I will help them and tell them immediately.
Mhm.
Then I will show my junior, they know. I will say right for them. This is what we do, how everything I teach them. I only scold them if we didn't do what I do, what I teach them. Other than that, no.
As long as it's working, it's acceptable. Thank you for that's all from me for now.
Okay, for my question, for the 11th question, does your boss or your leader treat you fairly like any other colleague?
I think she is very sometimes no, sometimes yes. So I think it's yes lah. Yes.
Okay. You said there's sometimes yes, sometimes no. But so my question is, how do you react, or what would you do if you was treated badly by your leader or boss? How would you react?
Not that because in case if I ask for any off or anything, she'll give judgment like not enough stuff like that stuff. But sometimes when other people ask, she can give immediately. Sometimes I personally feel like that. But sometimes I just have to leave it. Okay, whatever.
So you don't pay any attention to the treatment lah.
Yeah. I don't make it a big issue.
Okay. So for the next question is, how did you motivate yourself to keep on working when you are in a state of discouragement?
How I'm doing. I just tell to myself, the working situation here, my boss gives space to all staff to share their feelings, everything. Because if I compare during my practical days, even the seniors are also very strict. They don't give spaces for us to talk. So when I imagine that, I think this place is better. So I calm down myself like that only. I just think on the negative side before, and then okay.
Okay, that's all from me. Moving to Farha.
Okay. The second last question is, how do you think people should be doing in order to make sure a company's work ethics are in a premium quality?
Here, I think that everyone should cooperate and give and take. And then other than that, they shouldn't say, oh, this is not my job. This is her job. She only have to do. we must not have that mentality. Maybe that person is on off, she couldn't complete it, but you can have to complete it. If not, and then if pharmacy side pending, everything will be pending after that. So don't think, oh, that is her job, she has to do. Just take the responsibility and complete it. The important thing is we don't make things pending. So we have to give and take and cooperate with each other. No?
What if
Mm.
a colleague take advantage on you? Like you were saying just now that just they work together in order to make sure the work is done and whatnot. So what if this thing occur, what would you do if a colleague would take an advantage to you?
If they take advantage, we can know whether they are taking advantage. If the same person repeating the same thing every time, then we can we can know that she's taking advantage. But if we can see, this girl is on off, or that thing cannot be settled during the weekends or public holidays and things like that, so we can have to do we do. If we notice that any staff taking advantage or anything, then we have to inform our superior so that we can counsel the person. No?
Okay, moving on to the last question. So what values do you want to add, if possible, to achieve the quality of an employee?
Don't be so proud and don't be so ego. Just be humble. That's enough. Even though you are in a big position or anything, just be humble to your juniors, everyone. As my boss also, she's very friendly with us. Actually, the boss is the main thing there. If you ask me. If a boss is a very friendly person, giving us a lot of space to share anything, then everything will be going on smooth.
Are you?
So don't be like, but
It's okay. You can continue first.
so no need to be a very okay. I'm a senior. I'm a boss. No need to do that. So just be humble to everyone.
Are you happy with your job right now?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Will you still see yourself working in the same place and in the same position for another 10 years?
And if I'm still healthy and okay, I definitely will be working here.
I think that's all from us. Thank you so much thank you so much again for your participation, for your time tonight. We are really grateful that you've helped us to complete our assignment. I hope you have a great day and good health in future. Hafiza, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to say a very, very thank you for your participation, and I'm sorry for my mistake. Yeah, that's it.
Do you want to say anything else?
No.
No.
That's all.
I think
Thanks a lot to you too.
I guess we can close our discussion tonight, the interview session. Thank you so much, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.